Hi, welcome to the Ollie and Bella podcast. This is episode 21. My name is Cherie and I'm coming to you from a very grey, wet and gloomy UK. It is late in the afternoon, so I've finally got around to getting a ring light. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to see everything okay, because if I turn this, even with my normal, I'm in the kitchen, so even if I turned my kitchen light off, oh, you definitely wouldn't see me if I turned the kitchen light off. Oh, have you missed me? I've missed being here chatting to you all. If I didn't have the light, the new light, and I just had the kitchen light on, I don't think it would be the same type of light, and I don't think the quality would be very good. And you know, since this time of year it does get grey and a bit dark a lot earlier on, I thought it makes sense to finally get a light, and hopefully that means I won't have the worry of trying to video during the, you know, if it is dark of an evening. I'm able to use the light, so fingers crossed everything is fine and you can see everything fine. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are a new viewer, hi, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope you will enjoy your time listening to me chat about knitting. It's mainly knitting today. I don't have anything that's crochet actually. I've got a book and I've got lots of happy mail stroke yarn purchases, but I will share all that yarny goodness at the end. I better say where you can find me. So you can find me on Instagram as Ollie and Bella, you can find me on Ravelry as Ollie and Bella, and you can also email me. So whilst I will put all the details to today's podcast down below in the description box, I'm probably going to whiz over quite a few things. So if there is anything in particular that I don't cover, then feel free to message me if there's anything that you want if you want more information about. And my email is podcast@ollieandbella.co.uk. Right, so whilst we don't have any interruptions, I better jump straight into it. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? I have been really busy. I have not had the chance to sit down and chat with you all, and I've really missed that. So I'm really grateful to be here today, spending some time with you all. So I'm going to share with you some whips. These are my current whips, and because I've been busy, I don't know about you, but sometimes when you've had a busy day, whether that be just a busy day in general or you've been at work all day, sometimes you'll just want to sit down and you actually won't want to do any crafting. You'll just want to sit there. But other times, normally I'll want to be doing something, keep my hands busy, in which case that's normally a vanilla sock or just something that's really simple. And I don't really need to think about it. I could be watching TV, I could be chatting. And so my half and half wrap is going to be the first project that I'm going to share with you. And I know lots of you are knitting this. Now, on the previous episode, I did show you how much I'd done. I definitely hadn't finished the first colour. So I have finished the first colour now. And this is it. This yarn is absolutely gorgeous. Let me find did have the labels. Am I going to be able to find them? Oh, here they are. This yarn is by the Fibre Company, and this is in their Meadow Base, which they say this is a heavy lace weight yarn, and it's 40% wool, 25% llama, 20% silk. Did I say that right? 25% llama, 20% silk, and 15% linen, and it's lovely. It's really gorgeous. This pink one, this is Cherry Blossom, and then the yellow one, this gorgeous yellow, is Buttercup, and I think they work perfectly together. So This lovely yarn came from Stitches in Cream Falmer, which is a physical shop that is down in Cornwall. So if you are ever down Cornwall way, I definitely recommend you pop in. They have an array of local yarn dyers, commercial yarns. They just have so much. I'm still yet to go and visit them. I desperately want to go down there, but also fabrics down there, so if you enjoy dressmaking, but you can also find them if you're not local or you're not visiting down this end of the map of the UK. You can find them online. They have an online website, so I'll leave a link down below, but you can also find them on Instagram as well. So if you are interested in knitting the half and half wrap, but you can't get hold of the linen quill, I definitely recommend this yarn. It is the perfect yarn for this project. It knits up lovely, it feels really lovely to work with, and they also have, within this range, they have a really good range of colours. This is what I've done. Now, my needles aren't that long, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you. So I'm knitting the smaller. So the actual pattern, there's two sizes. There's big and bigger. The big version is the one that I'm knitting, which is 2 skeins of each colour, whereas the bigger version is 3 skeins. The reason I wanted to go for the smaller one is because the idea is really, I do want to be able to wear it out and about. And I think that if I make the larger one, which equally I would love just as much, I just don't know if I'd get as much wear out of it if I was out of the house, because I don't know if it would be just too bulky for me. So that's why I went for the smaller one, but probably I'm not going to be able to show you a true idea of how big that is without taking all the stitches off, but it is a generous size already. So that's how much I've done of the pink, joining in the pink one. And again, this is really lovely to sit down and just work on. The only time I have to concentrate a little bit is when I do my wrapping turns here. And I've got my lovely little stitch marker that also came from Stitches in Cream, and it's a pasty. Oh, I love pasties. I'd like a pasty for my tea. Right. And I'm knitting these on higher sharps, and I'm knitting these on my needles are a 3, even though the pattern calls for a 3.25, which I didn't have, and I didn't want to wait any longer. I just wanted to cast the wrap on, and I'm really happy with my tension and how it's looking. So this is the project that I'm wanting to get done. I'm wanting to get that done and off my needles. So that one there. Next up is in my really cool Hocus Pocus bag, and look at that really cool pin. That was a gift from my friend Suzanne. Okay. These are my vanilla socks. These are my Halloween ones, and I'm kind of going to cheat a little bit, but also say they're my Strictly ones for the Strictly Sock Along. And so I've completed the first one, and I've not done any contrasting yarn. I've kept it all in this yarn, and this lovely yarn was dyed by Suzanne, green lambkin yarn, and this is in her colourway Witchy Longstocking. And as you can see on this one, it knits, it has like a micro stripe. I just love it, absolutely love it. And again, I think, did I say just a plain 2x2 rib for the cuff? I did 60 rounds for the leg. I wanted a longer leg. Slip stitch heel, then I did the gusset decreases, did the foot, and then did just a traditional toe, and it fits perfectly. Now, what's exciting about this pair of socks, I'm actually knitting them on a 9-inch circular, and I have tried knitting with 9-inch circulars in the past, and I've just failed miserably. I think that was partly because of the needles I was using were the Knit Pro Symphonies, and I just think the needle tips were no good. It's a shame because I can't actually find them, because I was going to send them to a friend. I'm not sure what I've done with them. But since then, I've given the 9-inch circulars another go, So these are Chowgoos, and they are 2.5s, and I find that is the perfect tension. This sock fits perfectly, and it's really interesting because my tension is just that little bit looser, and I'm quite a tight knitter, so hence why I prefer to knit my socks on 2.5s, and they fit perfect. So yeah, I'm probably going to get myself another one of these, and then when I come to knit my Christmas socks, I'll be able to have two on the go, knitting them at the same time. So yes, very, very happy with them. Put that back in there. And then the next two projects that I just wanted to chat to you about, one of them isn't here, I need to go get that. I recently did a test knit for my lovely friend Angela, and this is her new sock pattern, her first ever sock pattern, and she's literally just released it. You can find it on Ravelry, I'll leave a link below, and this is called the Farmhouse Christmas Socks. Aren't they gorgeous? Well, isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it a lovely pattern? So this is a small section that has colour work. So if you have never tried colour work before for socks and you're thinking you want to venture out and give it a go, you can see all my, what do they call these again? Oh, totally blanked it. Floats. You can see all the floats there. If you're thinking that you'd quite like to give colour work a go, but you didn't want to go for a pattern that necessarily had a lot of colour work detail, some are quite intricate, aren't they? They almost run through the whole of the sock. This would be perfect. The Christmas trees look so cute. So the green I used was a West Yorkshire Spinners. What was it called? Chocolate limes. I can't remember now. And the main colour I used for this one was a Nora George yarns, and it was the colourway Mistletoe, which I thought was perfect for this sock. And then the brown, and then the pinky red was just from my little scrappy bowl that I have. And yeah, I think they look great. And then I used the same green to do the heel turn. So these are going to be for Jessie, and I need to get a move on really and get the second one cast on. But again, I will leave a link down below. So thank you very much, Angela, for letting me test them for you. So that's that one. I'm going to quickly dash off and get the other one that I wanted to show you. 1 minute. A quick sip of my tea. Okay. Now I would have shown this one in my last episode, but I just want to show you that I have started the second one. So, do you remember these lovely zigzag socks that I was test knitting? Well, I test knitted this pattern for Emma, who has the Potter and Bloom podcast, and again for Jessie, and she calls them her LOL socks because of the colours. She picked the colours, which I think are so fun. And I've cast the second one on, and I'm just doing the really lovely zigzag pattern in the leg, and then I will do the German short row heel. First time I've ever done it. Really like the look of that actually, and it fits her heel perfectly. So I'm hoping to get that one finished as well, because these are going to be wrapped up for Christmas. So just wanted to show you that one. Hopefully I can get that finished, and again I'll leave a link to the pattern down below. Get that finished for in time for Christmas. So you can see now why I'm not allowed to cast anything else on. If I get that one finished and my other vanilla one this month, the idea is to get all the socks done in time so that I can crack on and just not feel bad for caking up all of the Christmas yarn and just wanting to knit socks. I'm really enjoying socks at the minute. Okay, I think that's it for that for a moment. That's it for that. that's it for a minute. I'm going to show you now my finished whips, which is this lovely pile of socks. Isn't that a lovely sight? There's nothing more satisfying than a pile of hand knitted socks. So the first pair that I'm going to show you, not even weaved in the ends on some of these. Now this pattern is the Spellbound pattern, which is by Cozy Cute Knits, and I knit these on Magic Loop, I think I did, and the yarn I used was from Felt Fusion in the colourway Hagrid, and they fit lovely. They fit really, really nice. The pattern is really lovely. It's easy to memorise. These were just a really enjoyable knit. I think every so often you knit a pair of socks and you really enjoy them, and there's some socks out there that you knit and you think, oh, you just can't wait to get them off the needles. I'm sure lots of you will agree with me about that. But these were really enjoyable. I know lots of you have your favourite patterns, and quite often you'll go back to the same pattern again and you'll knit a few socks in the same pattern, and I can definitely see me knitting another pair of these. Now, I'm going to come back and chat to you about that actually. So I was going to quickly weigh this because, as you can see, I knitted the entire socks in this yarn. I didn't do any contrasting colours on anything. Where's my, and I take, my shoe size is a UK 6.5. I don't know what that is, European. Is that a 40? And I am a proper 6.5. Sixes, I can get into some sixes, but sometimes I just need that little bit of extra space, and sevens are too big. Right, okay, so this was 100 grams, and I'm just going to see what I've got left. So I've got 40.4 grams left. Now it's saying, no, 40.4 grams, so 40 grams. So that's not bad, is it? 40 grams left. And I wanted to do a really nice long leg as well, so they can go over there. Now my second pair of socks that I'm going to show you, my second finished pair, are these beautiful socks, and this pattern is String of Lights by Lindsay from Sock Witchery, and Lindsay has a podcast and she also did some vlogs throughout Vlogtober, which was really fun. And are you doing Vlogmas, Lindsay? I don't know if she is, she might be. And the yarn is Gingerbread House by Shredded Dye Works, and it is gorgeous. And you know, if you know me, you know that I am gingerbread obsessed. I love gingerbread yarn, gingerbread and mulled wine. That's it. Come on, yarn dyers, you need to be dyeing some mulled wine socks. I've actually got some yarn that I could dye. Maybe I could dye it with some mulled wine. What do you reckon? They literally could be mulled wine socks. Might be onto something there. Anyway, so I again did not do anything contrasting. I think I did 60 again for the leg, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 for the leg. And then slip stitch heel, I think it's slip stitch heel, yep. And then the pattern follows down onto the foot, on the front of the foot, and then I think, yeah, just a wedge toe. So I'm gonna weigh, and then I'm gonna come back and chat to you about the yarn. So I'm gonna weigh this, just to see how much I've got left of this yarn. So I've got 39.4 grams, just under 40 grams. Now, look at the state of the yarn. Now, I don't know about you, but I know some of you will wind your yarn into a ball, but if you cake your yarn, just out of interest, do you take your yarn from the center or do you take it from the outside? Now, I took my yarn from the center, and that's why it looks like this. This one, I took the yarn from the outside, and look how neat it is stayed. that is going to need winding again, because it's just going to get, well, it's just going to get into knots, isn't it? But look how much neater that is. And that's the same for my witchy long stockings. I've taken the yarn from the outside and it's just stayed a lot neater. So I thought I'd just ask that question, just out of interest. Do you take from the outside or do you take from the inside? Because now look, right, I'm gonna have to sort that out in a minute. Right, love them, love the pattern, love the yarn. Let's pop that there. And then my final pair, do you remember these? They did have to spend a little bit of time in time out because I've stopped doing it now. I used to knit my cuffs on 2.25s and then I would move to 2.5 for the rest of the sock. And I did manage to do that for the first sock. Then when it came to the second sock, I just forgot to move to the 2.5s and just carried on knitting. And I knitted the entire sock. I even stitched up the toe. I even put them on and then realised something was wrong. And even if I blocked them with my tension, I wouldn't have worn them. And so I had to frog them. Now, luckily, I only did a short leg. And so they only spent a little while in timeout. But these lovely socks I knitted with my friend Nikki, who has the Sheep and Cheerful podcast. And she's actually filming a podcast today. Well, she would have finished by now. And we shared the yarn. Nikki split the yarn and sent half to me. So the yarn we used was this one here, which is this really beautiful pale lilac, is called Grandma's Lilacs. And this is from Hue Loco. And this gorgeous one is called Wildflower. And this was a homespun house. And the two together, I think, are perfect. They're gorgeous. So I've now got 3 pairs of socks. I think I've sewn. They've all been sewn. I think I've just got to just stitch up this one and this one. Now, the good thing when you knit socks in the entire yarn and you don't do anything contrasting, essentially you literally just have this end to sew in and then just the end on the toes, which is really nice, isn't it? Don't get me wrong, I love the look of scrappy socks and I would like to make some scrappy socks, but come on, sewing those ends in, geez. Right, tea time. Are you a slurper? I don't think I slurp my tea that bad. Right. Let me pop this away because I've got some happy yarn to share with you and then I'm done. Wonder how long that'll be. Do you think I've actually managed to keep to a reasonable time? So I have got planned a couple of really exciting make-alongs next year. The first make-along that I've got planned is with my lovely friend Ali, who you all know. Ali is Little Drops of Wonderful and she has her podcast and she also has This Wonderful Life. Oh, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? Car alarm's going off now. Let's see if it'll stop a minute. Oh, it stopped. And we are planning a blanket along. We'll finalise some more details, but it's going to be so relaxed and simple. Really relaxed, really simple. It's just going to be fun that we can all join in together and either crochet a blanket, knit a blanket. We're going to both, I was going to say knit then, we're both going to crochet the 6-day kid blanket. We will come up with some more details because no doubt we'll have a hashtag and all that jazz. And then we can tell you about that nearer the time. But yes, so bear that in mind. So if you have your advents or you've got some yarn lying around and you're thinking you don't know what to do with it, come and join us for our blanket along. It'll be lots of fun. Then the next fun make along that I've got planned is with my lovely friend Stacey. And Stacey also has podcasts, so please pop over and say hi. Her podcast is Heartmore, and you can also find Stacey on Instagram as Heartmore as well. And I just went to Stitch Fest with Stacey, and I've got some lovely yarn to show you in a bit. And I also did a swap with Stacey, so hopefully, if I don't wrap it on too much, I'll be able to share that with you as well. And we have come up with a really cool sock along, and that's going to be in the springtime. And again, nearer the time, we're going to finalise some more details. We'll chat to you about a hashtag. Again, there'll be prizes, and there'll be prizes with the blanket one as well. And the sock along, wait for it, are you ready? It's going to be called Spring Equisocks. Boom. I feel like I need a so yes, I'm sure you've all figured it out that instead of so spring equinox, we're going to do spring equisocks. I think that is such a cool name, really cool name. So that's going to actually be the name of it. And then again, nearer the time, we'll give you some more details as to dates. And again, it's going to be really relaxed. It's going to be fun. We've also got a pattern being designed for us as well by a lovely pattern designer. So we're really excited that she said yes. And yeah, that's it. I'm really excited for both of those make-alongs. So blankets and socks. I mean, come on. That is exciting. Blankets and socks. I think it's time to show you all the happy mail now. Yeah, happy mail. So I've got quite a bit in front of me. I think there's going to be some rustling. So what I will do is I will take the yarn out of the wrappers, and then I will show you. I don't know why I'm whispering, because you probably can't hear me. So this beautiful yarn came all the way from America, and this was sent to me by lovely Sam of Bumblebee Acres. And look at that tag. Love their tag. Oh, that's not working, is it? Love their tag. And Sam also has a podcast where she shares. It's a family run business. They live on a farm. They work the land. They're amazing. I love watching Sam's podcast. I find it so relaxing. Quite often she'll be sat in the field, and she'll be sharing yarn that they've dyed, projects, and I just love watching her. So I recommend you pop over and check out Sam's channel as well as their Instagram account. And so Sam very kindly sent me these gorgeous, this gorgeous selection of yarns. There was one extra, but I've wrapped that up as a gift, so I can't share that one with you just yet. But let me show you this one. So this one is from their Twilight Saga, and this is Jacob. Are you Team Jacob or are you Team Edward? I'm definitely Team Jacob. Gorgeous, absolutely stunning. And this is on their bubble sock base, which is 80% merino, 20% silk, and this is a fingering weight. This is a 2-ply, so it feels incredible. I've never tried this base before, and they're in Northern Illinois, and their website is, again, I'll put details down below, is shop.bumblebeeacres.com. Yeah, love it. Jacob Black. Ooh, that's a noisy bike, isn't it? This one is called A Cottage Christmas, and this is on their squishy DK base, which is 75% merino, 25% nylon, and it is a 4-ply. Love that one. Be interested to see how that one knits up. So that's squishy DK. Now this next one, I've saved this one to last to show you. You're going to have to forgive me because, you know, I struggle with pronouncing things, don't I? As you know. So this one is called Hard Candy. Look at this base. I have wanted to try this base for so long. Now, I'm gonna attempt to pronounce it. I think it's called the Coquette sock. Coquette sock. Coquette. This is Superwash 75% Merino American. Cut. Cut. This is Superwash 75% American Corriedale. There's no Superwash. 25% nylon, and it's a 3-ply. Isn't it beautiful? And look how plump it is. Now, I don't know anybody that has this type base in the UK. Now, I appreciate the fact that it's American Corriedale, but if you know any UK yarn dyers that have a similar base, that have Corriedale, I also think that the fact that it's a fingering weight and it's a 3-ply makes a difference as well, doesn't it? Message me and let me know, because this just feels incredible. That is going to make an amazing pair of socks, isn't it? That's those 3. I've got this beautiful bundle. There's a little note here. Oh, isn't that really sweet? And it says these are the original 13th cowl minis. So this is Halloween ones. Oh, I love them all. Absolutely love them. And I know Sam has a pattern using these. A cowl, which is gorgeous. Love them all. They're lovely. See, when they're like that, you just want to look at them. Never mind vases of flowers. You could just have vases of yarn, couldn't you? Just around. Anyway, so thank you again, Sam, for sending me those gorgeous yarns. I can't wait to get these caked up and knitted. But do you know what? Bit of rustling. I would quite happily knit with Christmas colours, Christmas themed yarn all through the year. It would not bother me to cast these on in June. Right, next up. Okay, so all of these are purchases that I have recently made. Right, it's going to be a bit of rustling, so I'm going to get them all out because they're in this big brown bag, and then I'll be back. Okay, I lied. I told a porcupine. I told a vegan porcupine. I wanted to show you this lovely yarn, and this is by Stripy Cat Yarns, and this is in the colourway I Put a Spell on You, and I won this one as a prize. Sarah dyed this lovely yarn and put a poll on Instagram to say to pick a name, basically. Can you name this yarn, and whoever she picks will win a skein of it. And I entered and won it. So it's called I Put a Spell on You. God, that was hard work, wasn't it, Sheree? So here it is. So I've got that one, put that one there. Right, now everything here is the yarn that I've purchased. So I'm going to start off with Veined Tone. Look at those beauties. Oh, I got so excited I started spitting. Let's have another sip of tea. Right. Look at these gorgeous ones. Now, there are more that I want to add to this collection. I would love to get the Gingerbread Man's in Bits. Love that. I love the name and I love the look of the yarn. And there was another one. Oh, what's the name of it? It's the red version of this, basically. Is it Mummy's Kissing Santa Claus? Santa Claus Kiss? Oh, I don't know now. But this one is Buddy. And this is on their Sparkle This is on their Sparkle Silver Stellina base. 4-ply. It is amazing. If you go and have a look on Claire and John's Instagram account, you can see a picture of this yarn knitted up where Claire's cranked it on the sock machine, and oh, it looks fantastic. I love it. So I've got that one. Now before that one they did release I'm a Gingerbread Man, and you know, just had to be done. And again, you can see this one knitted up on their feed as well. Love it. Their Christmas yarns, oh my days, are amazing. They're gorgeous. And I love their new labels as well. Love them. And Claire very kindly put this one in for me. So it shows you how it looks knitted up. I'm a gingerbread man. Isn't that great? Now, I was thinking about making them into socks, but I don't think I'm going to now. I think I'm going to get like a really nice baby pink yarn and maybe make some wrist warmers out of them. I'd probably be able to get some wrist warmers and maybe, I don't know, I might be able to get wrist warmers and some shorties. So thank you, Claire, for popping that one in. Right, so that's them. Now, next up, I've got this gorgeous bundle, and this yarn was purchased last weekend, a week ago, and I went to Stitch Fest, which is a yarn festival close to where I live, because where I live, well, it just takes forever to get anywhere, and I'm not near any of the yarn festivals that take place further up the line, which is sad, but I do love living where I live, so it's just, that's what happens, isn't it? Maybe it's a good thing, because then I would want to go to all these yarn festivals and I just would run out of money. But anyway, we went along, it was lovely, we got to see gorgeous yarn and spend the day together, and that's what makes it really, isn't it? Spending time with a friend. And so these are my yarn purchases, as well as I've got some no, they're not sharps, they're the steels. I bought these in a 3.5 because I'm going to knit some DK socks. So I picked them up while I was there, and I got the 9-inch. So let me show you my first purchase, which was this beautiful yarn, and this is hand dyed by Sinead, who doesn't live very far from me, so that's very exciting. And Sinead dyes all of her yarn, it's all naturally dyed. This is her label here, and you can find her on YouTube and Instagram, and it's lovely. Her Instagram is lovely to look at. It's so fascinating seeing all the different colours that you can get from nature, basically. And so this was dyed from Madder, and the colourway, I got two, and the colourway is called Pecan Pie. Now, I'm not going to pronounce this right, I don't think, but this is on the BFL, is it Mashim? Anyway, it's 4-ply fingering, it's 75% BFL, 25% Mashim. Right. And I plan to knit another ranunculus, and I'm going to knit a long sleeved version, and I'm not going to hold any mohair or anything with it. I'm just going to use these, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. But first of all, I need to finish my Felix, which I forgot to show you. It's in the biggest project bag on the table, and I forgot to show you. So I purchased them, and I also got this lovely washi tape. Sinead had a little stand there that had some of Katie's items on, and I saw the washi tape and I loved it, and I had to get them. So I got that one, and then the second purchase, I went down to see Hannah from the Camel's Yarn, and this is Partridge in a Pear Tree, and this is on Merino DK, so it's 100% superwash merino, and it is beautiful. Hannah had a sock knitted up in the DK, and it was just stunning, really gorgeous. So I've got that one. Now I'm undecided as to whether, and I spent ages deciding. One minute I wasn't going to knit socks with them because it's got no nylon in. I know I could, I do have some DK that does have nylon in it, and I could just put a contrasting heel in. Then I thought it could be a cowl. Then I thought it could be a Ray of Light shawl. It's probably going to change a few times since then, but I just like the idea of some really snuggly socks. I just love this colourway. So that's that one. And then my final purchase was this one, and this is from Siobhan's Crafts, and this is on Siobhan's DK base, and it is 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it's called Plum Pudding. And I said to Stacey, let's buy a skein of yarn to knit some socks, but it has to be the same colourway, and they can be our Stitch Fest socks. And we're quite different with our colours, which is comical at times, but every so often we will agree on some colours that we like, and we agreed on these. I personally think Stacey's a bit fussy. I think she's a bit fussy, whereas I'm a little bit more relaxed. But isn't it beautiful? Oops, the light's gone out. I think I was saying about colours and the fact that Stacey and I are quite different with colours that we like, but every so often we kind of both look at something, we agree on it, and this was one of them. So, and I love that it's called Plum Pudding. So we've got them to knit, but we're going to save them, and I think we're going to knit them because quite often we'll take in turns to pop over to one another's house and we'll sit and have a chat. We take projects, but I don't know if you meet up with any friends and we end up actually not actually doing anything, and we just end up chatting and laughing, which is fun. And then yeah, it is funny, because then I take about 10 minutes deciding what I'm going to take over there and never actually manage to do anything. But we are going to cast these on in the new year, and I said it'd be even fun if we cast them on at the same time, like together. So they are ready, and then I think that's it. I think we have come to the end. We have. I think I've just got written down. I was going to show you my swap actually from Stacey, but I think I'm going to save that, and I think I'm going to share that with you, because I'm hoping to do no, it's not Vlogtober, is it? That's been and gone. Vlogmas. I'm hoping. I'm thinking that I'm going to try and be realistic. I'm going to try and not put pressure on myself, but you can't help it sometimes, can you? Because I would love to do it, and I love watching Vlogmases. So I'm going to attempt to do it, but bear with me, we will see. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if I do get myself organised, I will show you my swap from Stacey in my Vlogmas. If not, it'll be in the next episode. So I'm going to move on to books and then TV, and we're done. So I have almost finished Frankenstein. I'm listening to that on Audible, but I picked up this week, and then I thought I lost the book. Had to get Jamie, my husband, to pop into the co-op next door to see if I left it on the side. I didn't. Then he came back home, and I was in work at that point, and then I thought, oh, I've lost it. I've only read 2 pages. It was on the rug. I don't know about you, your partners, but I swear he looks with his eyes closed, like literally, must be looking around like that. No, it's not here. I come in, it's on the rug in the front room. Anyway, so I'm on the second page, and this is Beneath the Scarlet Sky. I shared about this one last time, but it's based World War II in Italy, and I will let you know what I think of it. Hopefully I would have read a bit more by the time I'm back again. Or if I'm doing Vlogmas, I can share about that in Vlogmas, can't I? TV wise, I have started watching the new Dexter. So for all you Dexter fans out there, amazing. Have you watched the first episode? It was fantastic. We are literally at the end of Angela Black, which is a thriller here in the UK, which we are watching. That is amazing. And we just started last night watching Close to Me, which again is another thriller here in the UK, and another good one. So if you're watching any of them, let me know. And that is it. I think I'll save the Felix, and that can be something maybe I can show you in Vlogmas as well. I've started to make little notes, little prompts, so that if I get a little bit stuck of what I want to what I want to share or chat to you about. So if there's anything that you think of that you think you'd like me to share or show, chat about, any ideas, leave a little comment down below. I'd love to know. I'd love to know what you're knitting, you're crocheting, you're sewing, you're reading. Are you doing any puzzles? We've started our Christmas puzzles. That's really relaxing of an evening. If I don't fancy knitting, but I want to do something, we've got our puzzle board out in the front room. That's really nice to sit down and spend some time working on that. And that's it. That is a wrap. So if you have made it all the way through, thank you so much. And it's been really lovely sitting back here, spending some time chatting to you all, sharing what I've been working on, what I plan to work on, some happy mail. It's been really enjoyable. So thank you if you've taken the time to watch, and hopefully I will be back ready for Vlogmas, fingers crossed. In the meantime, I hope you stay safe and well, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Mum, can I say it, Mum?
You can say, in a minute when I look at you,
Okay.
you can say episode 21, okay? Right. Hi, welcome to the Ollie and Bella podcast. My name is Cherie, and this is episode...
20. 20.
No, add one more on to that.
1.
20.
21.
21. We have got
Some
a little
yarn.
some yarn. We have got some yarn, haven't we? We have got somebody home with us today, haven't we?
Yeah.
She
I got a cough.
yeah, she's not been feeling too good, so she is home with us today. And I have been very busy recently, hence why I've not been able to find the time to sit down and have a little chat with you all and a little catch up. And so today, this week, I kind of managed to find time today to be able to do it. But obviously, yeah, I don't need to explain, you know, don't you? So bear with me. I'm going to probably try and film this over the course of the entire day today. So in sections. Have you quite finished?
No.
Remember, you're going to help me. Do you remember? Okay. She does have all of her Sylvanian family set out. We made a little Sylvanian family village, didn't we, in the front room? What's your favourite Sylvanian family?
The shop.
The shop. You like the shop, don't you? Let's have a sip of coffee. So, I better tell you where you can find me. If this is the first time that you are watching, you can find me on Instagram as Ollie and Bella. You can find me on Ravelry as Ollie and Bella, and you can also email me. So if you have a question for the podcast and you want to get in touch, of course, if you are on Instagram, you can send me a private message. But if you'd rather email me, you can email me podcast@ollieandbella.co.uk. I think Jessie wants to show you some projects, don't you? Some yarn. The exciting stuff. So, first up, I'm going to show you my current whips. Excuse you. Oh, I'll have a long sip of coffee. Right. First up, I'm going to show you. So I've kind of only been working on 2 projects at the moment. And that is, one of them is, gentle, you can hold that one. Look, it's like your top. It's the half and half wrap. And I have completed the yellow. It's not going to show you the full. So I'm making the smaller version of the 2. And I've now joined in, you can see there, I've now joined in the pink. It's so pretty, this one. Oh, okay. Oh no, not again! Bye.